everything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Oh, now he bowls him over. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. First down, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Coop. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They go play action here on 1st down. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Play action. It's Goff. They'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And now running right through it. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Rolling to his right. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Goff, wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
DC. Hey, cut. 20. Value 3.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey. 4 down. Cut. 20.
Now Gurley, handoff left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Super 1. 14. 14.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Super 1. DC, DC. 76, tell him. 76. 76.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. On second down, here's Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, CD, one thing you and I haven't discussed now that we are in the playoffs now, we know how the start of the draft is going to go. You look at the top 5, Arizona, San Fran, Jets at 3, Raiders, wherever they may be at 4, Tampa Bay 5. What are your thoughts?
Well, immediately, this is going to be different in 2019 than 2018 because in 2018, it was all about the quarterbacks. I don't think that's going to be the case. You just mentioned the top 5. You can make a legitimate case that in the top 5, none of those teams are in the market to select a quarterback. So now, who is? I think you got to get to number 6 with the New York Giants. That's where the quarterback market begins.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. Cooper was the target there.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip.